Hello, welcome at our channel book analysis, and today we will have a very powerful book, Spirit of Leadership, and it's authored by Dr. Miles Monroe. And this book is this book is very powerful and with profound of wisdom about leadership. And I would like you to be with me from here at the start of this presentation up to the end. I will be doing analysis of this book from where I get documentation up to the end of the book, and I will be glad if you follow or you subscribe at our channel here, book analysis. We like this wisdom to be spreaded all over the world, and will help us to reach more people when you just subscribe there, and also you like and follow our content. You will be with me, book analyst Japhet Katana, and I'm glad to be here with you today. Now let's chip in and see what is in this book in tips. I will just present tips that will help you to find the book, and you will read and find a full wisdom about the topic Spirit of Leadership. And the book is found in different bookstores, and you may buy it on online stores like Amazon. Also, you may find munroeglobal on internet. You will find on their website. You will get a book that is a very powerful book that will change and can inspire you to toward the leadership and to take a great move about your leadership potential in you. Let's start. The things differentiate readers and followers are unique attitude or thinking. Unique attitude or thinking differentiate readers and followers. You know, the way readers think, it is very or quite different from the follower think. So reader think different, follower think different. And unique, genuine leadership is one of internal disposition which relates to sense of purpose, self-worth, and self-concept. So this genuine leadership is one internal disposition. You are not more interested in position than the sense of purpose, self-worth, and self-concept. So you have a self-concept that will drive you toward that leadership potential. Another thing that touched in this book, true leadership is a product of inspiration, not manipulation. So a true reader never manipulates anybody to follow him, but true leadership is a product of inspiration. People, they get inspired to follow the reader and not by manipulated just to follow because they don't have an option to choose. Then true readers do not seek power, but they are driven by passion to achieve a noble cause. So you see this, that readers are not seeker of power. When you see somebody is busy seeking for a power, that means he or she is not a reader, but is finding power or a way or a platform to oppress or to manipulate others. But when you are a true reader, position or power is not just a first priority, but you have power on the people, in the people's hearts. Then another thing, man's greatest ignorance is of himself. This also must know that man's greatest ignorance is about himself. So if you know first about yourself, the vast that are in your heart will change, and you may get a move to inspire others. But when you are blind about yourself, you don't understand about your self-concepts, you don't understand about your self-patterns, you don't understand about a lot of things about yourself, you will change to be manipulative, not to help others. Then leadership discovery. An army, there is a very powerful statement here, an army of sheep led by lion will always defeat an army of lion led by sheep. I repeat again. An army of sheep led by a lion will always defeat an army of lion led by sheep. So this, when you think, you will understand how a leader can impact forward. So you see, sheep are weak, but when it's led by a lion, they change from sheep and now they are to think as lion. But when lion, they are powerful, but when led by a sheep, they will also change their mindset, they will change their attitude, they will now start acting as sheep. They will start following, eating grass, and they don't have power like when the lion led by a lion. Then the distinctive feature between winner and loser is attitude. So you must understand this. Attitude is very powerful. This is only line or a gap between loser and winner is attitude. No more thing. But attitude change winners and attitude change losers, or separate winners and the losers. So you must work on your attitude. Then another thing, we live our attitude, and our attitude creates our life. So we live by our attitude, and our attitude also creates life. True leaders influence their environment more than their environment influence them. So a leader have a power changing things from inside out, not changed by environment from outside to change him inside. So when you are a true leader, you are not influenced more with environment, but you influence the environment also, or you influence your surroundings to be as what you see inside you. True leadership is self-discovery. So when you get first, when you discover about yourself, you become a leader. So people will follow you when you discover about yourself. So the first or true leadership is self-discovery. So make sure you put time to know about yourself. True leadership is an attitude that naturally inspires and motivates others. So this also is another thing to note down. Most of us, we are not leaders because in our heart we don't believe that is who we are. So a lot of us now we are not reading because we know that in our hearts we don't believe that we are reader. But when we know that we discover about that thing, we change dramatically, we become readers. True leadership is not control or manipulation of others, but it is others, people, willful submission of their authority to yours, motivated by inspiration. So this is also very powerful to note down from Dr. Munro. Leadership is the capacity to influence others through inspiration, motivated by a passion, generated by vision, produced by conviction, ignited by a purpose. So this is also a definition of leadership, that is the capacity to influence others through inspiration. You motivate by passion, generated by vision, produced by conviction, then ignite by purpose. Leadership is not pursuit, but result. The source of inspiration is passion. Source determines resources. Purpose determines design. Purpose determines potential. Purpose determines natural abilities. Purpose determines capacity and ability. Purpose determines natural desire. Purpose determines fulfillment and personal satisfaction. Purpose is the source of passion. Purpose gives existence meaning. Purpose is a measure of success and failure. The shortest distance to leadership is service. This is another thing to know, but here we was shaking about insight on purpose. That purpose is where to get we measure failure or we measure success of a leader. Out of that, you can't have a true gauge to measure about leadership on someone. So this thing is good to go and to know about purpose, and this is the meaning of your existence. When you know purpose, or you mean you know the meaning of your existence. And this is another very powerful thing to note down. The shortest distance toward the leadership is service. That's another thing. God is omnipotent, that is all powerful. Omniscience, know all things. And omnipresent is everywhere. These are just characteristics of God that you better to know. But the shortest distance, when you want to be a leader, start serving others. This is also a principle from the mighty man ever raised, Jesus Christ. But he introduced this principle. When you want to be a great, you must be serving others. So leadership is all about service, not all about manipulation. You cannot make people free until you are free from them. So this is another thing. Leadership is predetermined, not preference. Predetermined, not preference. So this is another thing to know, that you not just prefer to be a leader, but this is predetermined, not preference. You must be called by your followers a leader due to your serving, not call yourself. So the leader, you must not be calling yourself as leadership as title, but let your service impact your followers and let them see you the icon. The icon directing them toward the way they want to see you, or the vision that you have. Then there is nothing important than the source of our thoughts. So you must now review where your thoughts are from. We are meant to see ourselves as being made in the image and the likeness of our Creator and having His nature. Self-worth, how you see yourself, value to the world. This is another to know. Self-worth is that how yourself you see your value to the world. But self-esteem, this is how people value, how people esteem, self-esteem. So this is another. Self-esteem is your estimation of your value to the world. And the third was how you see yourself value to the world. The greatest discovery in human experience is self-discovery. The best way to discover yourself is to discover to God. You don't really believe something until it got into your heart or subconscious mind. These are just nuggets that I just presenting to you, but they are clarified deeply on the book Spirit of Leadership. So get time, find the book, and then dig deep to getting that in there. Your subconscious attitude affects your attitude. The heights to which your heart aspires depend on the information that is in it. This is very important on the source of your thoughts and what you deposit on your subconscious mind. This is very powerful. A thing consists of the same material from which it comes and must remain attached to its source in order to live and maximize its potential. It is important to stay connected with source to be fruitful. Example, plant and soil, fish and water. It is not struggle to live, but out of that it is die. And no one teach to live there. So this is how potential connected with the thoughts. So your potential of the leadership, it is connected with the source, that is your God. So when you are in God, you are connected with your God, it is easy you to express or to experience your potential. It is like soil that are interconnected with soil, soil with plant, or fish with water. So when it is out of that, it is no life, there is death there. Then another thing, a man made from God, spirit. This is how now we start to see. Man made from God, spirit. Spirit have no gender. This is better to understand that these our bodies, there is a man and a woman, genders. But on the spirit, we are made from Spirit of God. The Spirit of God or the Spirit have no gender. So on the Spirit there is no man, no spirit man, no spirit woman. No, in the Spirit or all spirit. So this is thing. But this cover body that are now there is a man and there is woman. That's gender. But in the Spirit there is no spirit, male or female. Anything after the end, back to the original source, in the plant to the soil. So you must understand, everything after the end, they back to its original source. You see, plants, when it die or you cut it, after some time it decay, then it turn back to the soil. This body, it decay, turn back to the soil. But your spirit is not turning back to the soil, it is turning back, returning back to its Creator. So you must be very careful to know and note down this. Anytime you detach something from its source, that thing go wrong, because source provide all these things: identity, purpose, concept, wealth, value, protection, maintenance, preservation, productivity, meaning of life. You see this? Meaning and the life. So this is how or why when you disconnect the thing from the source, it die or it is things change, because the source provide the identity, provide the purpose, provide meaning, provide the worth, provide the value, provide maintenance, preservation, productivity, meaning, and also life. So when you detach things from its source, then you touch the very crucial point of that thing. It is your thinking that determines your life. So what do you think determines your life? What do you think determines your life? So you must be careful on what you think, because your thinking or your thoughts determine your life. Readers are limited by the extent of their knowledge of the truth about themselves and the world. So this is very important to know as the reader, that you are limited knowledge of the truth about yourself and the world. Then knowing the answer to the question, who I am, where I am from, why I'm here, what I'm capable to doing, and where I am going, give a human being meaning and purpose. So when you answer these 5 questions, you must know that you are a very good way to go to understand your purpose. This is a question: who am I? Where I am from? Why I'm here? what I am capable of doing and where I am going. This gives life purpose. True leadership has more to do with mindset than with method or technique. So true leadership, it have a lot way far to do with mindset more than technique and method that you may be given or point that you may take care of, but mindset determines leadership. God is the King of kings, not slave kings. God is the King of kings, not king of slaves. This attitude, you must know that God is the King of kings. So also we are kings. So God, if God is the King of kings, He is not a king of slaves. So to God we are not slaves, we are also kings. But Him is a King of kings. So you must understand this. You never really live until you get true information about yourself. So you will really live until you have correct or true information about yourself. Without that, you will never really live. No reader can raise above his attitude. So your attitude will determine how your leadership will rise. Without that, or with a poor attitude, you will fail and you will never go far. We take things to subconscious mind through repetition. So things we take to subconscious mind through repetition. So when you do something, you repeat it, form habit, then you will start doing or acting toward that thing, even without thinking about that thing, because that thing now passed to the subconscious mind. Then attitude is a little thing that make big difference. That is quotation from Winston Churchill. We cannot choose how many years we live, but we can choose how much life those years will have. You see, we cannot choose how many years we will live, but we can choose how much life those years will live. That is, or will have. That is quotation from John Maxwell. That one of powerful people about teaching about leadership. So you must know your life. You may not choose years or number of years that you will live, but your life that you may choose how impactful will be even before, after you departure from this world. But your impact will keep on living and moving forward because you understand this. Then leadership is both an aptitude and the attitude. Attitude of true leaders. First, purpose and the passion. Then, true leaders is not finding something to live for, but something to die for. So that is leadership. Very powerful. It's not just finding things to live for. You are finding things, one thing that you can die for it. That is leadership. Second thing, attitude of true leadership is initiative. Leaders don't just dream, they are working, act on their dream. Leaders does not wait future, they create it. So when you are a leader, you create a future. You just not wait for future to come, but you create the future. Then number 3, the attitude of true leaders is priorities. That you great or true leader, they have priorities. It determines your inside the leadership. Priorities will determine your leadership, inside leadership. Then number 4, attitude of a true leader, it is goal setting. If you think you can do it, that is confidence. If you do it, that is competence. Then if you don't have any goal, other people will learn your life. So when you don't have goals, other people will learn your life. Then goals separate achiever from dreamers. So when you have goal, it will differentiate you or separate from dreamers and to be achievers now. Then teamwork, it is another attitude of a true leaders. Then no one is smarter than all of us. Teamwork is God's idea given to his people. Then number 6 attitude, it is innovation. True leaders are never prisoner of tradition. They creator never repeated the same way of creation. Jesus do miracle different. You see, even Jesus do even heal blind in different ways. So the creator is not a fabricator, but it is a creator. He creates do things in a new ways. So innovation must be in the mind of a reader. Then another thing, accountability. This is another attitude for a true reader. It is accountability, to submit on above and under power. And all you talk, you will be accountable for. So you must know this, that any reader that is true leadership is understand about accountability. That anything you under authority and anything you speak or you talk or promise, you will be accounted for it. You will give accountability about it. That is attitude of a true reader. Then another attitude of a true reader, it is persistence. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. So you see this, change is inevitable. So you can't prohibit change. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. You may opt to grow or not. Never give up until things happen. This is persistence. It is a spirit that never quits. So readers must have this. True readers must have this persistence spirit to make things happen without giving up. Then another attitude, number 9, it is discipline. Vision is the source of reader discipline. So where reader is pointing to go, where reader is seeing to go, vision of his heart or her heart will give discipline. Then another attitude is self-cultivation. Turn your home to university, your mobile to mobile seminar hall. So you must also understand this thing, that turn your home to be university. You have let up their library, have their book that you read there, have their your mobile phone, have listen on seminars that impact, change, shape your mindset. When you shape your mindset, you shape your life. When you change your mindset, automatically you change your life. But when you fail to change your mindset, mean you destruct your life. Up to there, let me end here there. But these characteristics and or attitude of a true reader, they are clarified more better and more deep on the book Spirit of Leadership. And as we see some nuggets about this leadership potential from Dr. Miles Monroe, I encourage you to find the book and read it very careful. You will get more wisdom toward true leadership. And I'm glad to have you. And I encourage you to subscribe there, touch the subscribe button, then share this content. We would like to reach a lot of of people, but your aid on subscribing there, it will help us to reach a lot of people, and we impact people with this kingdom knowledge that we would like people to have different mindset on achieving this leadership, service-oriented leadership, and then their deep desire, what they need in their heart to do things they are created to do. So that is also our desire. And here we are analyzing different books. So when you subscribe there, we will wish to see you on different episodes. We will sing about, we're analyzing book about different life wisdom. We analyze about economic book, then read books, then different spiritual books, then health book, then faith-oriented book. That's a lot of books that we, a lot of categories, and also you may comment there any book you would like us to analyze, because also we already analyzed a lot of book on the top there, you may, or previous there. You may check any book about marriage-oriented book, friendship-oriented book, so you may check and also get more wisdom about our analysis. I'm glad to have you again, and I want to say I'm glad to have you, and I'm very happy. I, as book analyst Japhet Katana, I encourage you to follow us and then invite others to keep following us, and we will be glad to meet your expectation. Also, you may comment, also we advise us, and we will be grateful. From here, our studio book analysis, I'm glad to have you, and I want to say I appreciate you on the bye-bye. I love you so much. Thank you so much. From this book, Spirit of Leadership, you are also a reader, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.